outside the governor's office.
That could change everything.
Is inside, and he just gave me an update that there are at least 20 Washington State Patrol troopers standing there arm to arm, totally blocking access to the governor's office just to make sure that nothing goes on. Right now it is a peaceful city, but a lot of protesters outside
nothing
the
goes
governor's
on.
office. Now, earlier today, there were thousands of people all over
Something
Capitol
goes
grounds.
on, we're
They
fucked.
are begging lawmakers not to make any more cuts. The theme for protesters here, no more cuts at all to education or to health and social services. What they would like to see done is they would like to see an income tax put in place, some of them anyway. Now, protesters with the Occupy movement filled the galleries
You want
of the House
an income tax? Are you high? The hell?
And in fact, some of those teachers carried handcuffs trying to make a citizen's arrest. Symbolically arresting lawmakers, State Patrol arrested one of those protesters. So far, State Patrol reports just...
Well, that was kind of a half-hearted attempt, and he was all by himself. The one in the UK where they arrested a judge was doing a lot better. Denise, where'd it go?
I also saw a lot of sleeping bags being carried around. It's going to be
Man, they got sleeping bags, man. Those cops don't know what they're in for, man. They got sleeping bags. Yeah,
Denise Whitaker, KOMO4 News. Thank you, Denise. State lawmakers say they sympathize with demonstrators, but there's a $2 billion budget hole to fill. This is the second time legislators have been called into special
we have
session
debt.
this year
that means we
because of the
can't
budget
help you.
shortfall.
You're
For the
fucked,
first time,
sorry.
There's talk of a tax increase. Governor Gregoire's proposing
Don't need health care, you need organic food.
Democratic lawmakers tell us that's just one of the ideas under
I keep repeating the same crap over and over again, but just in different translations.
KOMO4 News starts right now. A budget battle heats up in Olympia. Protesters storm a special session hearing. No choice. One man is hauled off by police.
Tax the rich that are successful and own private capital. So we should take their private capital, the fruits of their labor, because they're successful, regardless of whether or not they're good people who practice ethical business transactions and moral social things.
We start with Denise, who is live outside the governor's office. Denise?
Right now, there are a lot of protesters in the Capitol building.
Give me your money.
Outside the governor's office right now.
We outnumber you.
Yeah. As there were a little bit ago, and their voices have quieted.
Look at those nice young men in their nice, neat suits and their nice uniforms.
The governor's office to make sure that none of these protesters can get through, and they've been standing there for more than an hour now, arm to arm, shoulder to shoulder, making sure that the governor's office is safe and secure. Now, as I look around the rest of the state capitol building here, I can see hundreds of people.
Now, what happens if the bank comes to take the governor's office away from her?
People from social and health services also here wanting to make sure that those programs are not cut anymore. So a lot of people here all wanting their voices to be heard, and all of them saying the same thing, no more cuts. It's very unclear right now exactly how long hundreds of protesters here in the state capitol building plan to stay here. The Christmas tree is up in the center there, not lit yet, and now someone's already thrown a sign on the tree questioning the separation of church and state. Again, hundreds of people here, not sure exactly when they're going to leave, but we will be here
the Christmas tree is a pagan symbol to one of their gods. It doesn't have anything to do with Christianity, so, yeah. Instead of taking off the taxes from the poor, let's tax the rich, yeah, makes more sense. Am I alone in observing these things?
And the lawmakers say it's tough enough to try to make those painful cuts. They don't need these kinds of distractions. They understand people need to be here, but not to bust into a meeting like that. But the governor says they need to be here, the lawmakers are here, and so too are the demonstrators. The tough budget decisions start here in the House Ways and Means Committee. But everything got off to a rough start as demonstrators tried pushing into the already overcrowded hearing room. State troopers were ready for this.
That'll
They
solve
sealed
things.
off the building, made an arrest, and postponed the hearing until later. Several disgusted lawmakers said you can't postpone the inevitable cuts that need to be made.
It's $2 billion on top of the billions that we've already taken out of government. It'll be a difficult time.
Isn't there a 300 million reserve fund somewhere?
Is too painful.
I have seen the ramification of the cuts. I can't live with it.
She outlined a plan last week to raise the
Yeah, she
$500 million through increasing the sales tax by a half penny. It would have to be approved by voters. It's an idea
She
that's
wants
not
to
sitting
tax the
well
poor.
with Republicans.
Well, that's about a 7% increase in sales tax. I'm not sure if in this economy it's the proper time to talk about that.
And since Democrats will
Bullshit.
need some Republican support in the Senate, the budget chair isn't confident the issue will be sent to the voters.
We're just beginning the discussion around what revenue options might be possible.
We'll decide if we let
It'll
them
be a
consent
start, at least
to
in the
being
Senate.
taxed. We'll
And
decide.
they're just beginning all the process of having these hearings right now. The one hearing that was shut down was only temporary. The State Patrol got everything under control. They resumed the hearing. It's going on right now, expected to go on into the evening because lots of people came here with things to say, and they're glad they had a chance to say it as soon as all of the emotional outburst was over. And they're still there tonight. Reporting live in State Capitol, Keith Eldridge, KOMO4 News.
Keith, thank you. The KOMO News Network will certainly stay on top of the special session and what it means for you. Keep it here on KOMO4 News or get updates on KOMO News Radio and on KOMOnews.com. It's supposed to be moving day for Occupy Seattle protesters, but many of them spent the day in Olympia instead. Seattle Central Community College told the group it needs to be off school property by today, but so far the group has not budged. The group's website
Or
says
even
a General
budged.
Assembly is scheduled for 7 tonight at Seattle Central. A member of the Occupy group has filed a restraining order against the forced move, and now the college says it will wait to see what happens during a court hearing on that this Friday.